So this is team call for Monday, October 8th. Super excited about tonight's team call. I have two things that I kind of want to talk about. The first will be super brief, just to kind of piggyback off of the National Wake Up Call from this morning. And then I want to talk specifically about Shift Shop. I know we've been talking about this in our team page, and Mallory did a live video about this. I think it was probably 2 weeks ago now, about how to utilize the Shift Shop Proving Grounds launch to launch or relaunch your business. And so I was doing a little bit of finalizing as far as planning is concerned as to how I'm going to be utilizing the Shift Shop launch. And so I've been getting some questions about it from some of my PS coaches as well. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for us to just casually walk you through what my plans are, and then have Mallory add to what she's doing, since we've kind of been working on this back and forth together over the past couple weeks. And then any questions that you have about Shift Shop, anything that you have about anything, post those questions or comments in the chat box, or at the end of me kind of going through a little bit of what I was going to cover, feel free to unmute yourself and ask your question. So I just wanted to start off from kind of going over a few announcements, nothing that you haven't heard before except maybe one. The first being that the new Shift Shop packs and bundles are available for purchase. Those launched on October 1st. That's FAQ 773. Just remember that you get $20 off Shift Shop challenge packs and accessory bundles on teambeachbody.com. There's two new quick shift, saying the Shift Shop lingo, saying it like too fast, it's a little complicated. There's two new quick shift prep workouts and a free sample Shift Shop workout, and all the new program materials are on Beachbody On Demand. If you buy or sell Shift Shop program, you get access to the exclusive coach test group with Chris Downing, who is the trainer for that program, starting October 22nd. I know I saw on Nicole's story that she's already in that group. I've gotten in that group. I haven't seen who else has, but just that's a really amazing opportunity to kind of work one-on-one, so to speak, with the trainer of the program. And it's kind of like an exclusive thing, which is super fun as well. You will also be provided with some additional motivation and tools and tips and tricks and resources in that coach test group that you can then kind of translate over into your challenge group. So really useful there. And you can also, something I'm not sure if you guys know, but you can save up to 60% on all the Shift Shop apparel styles through the end of the month, October 31st. So if you love having a tank or a tee to work out to the program that you're doing, definitely a good opportunity to take advantage there. A Little More Obsessed as a bonus gift, FAQ 3682, has officially launched today on Beachbody On Demand. The way that you get access to A Little More Obsessed workouts, first of all, is that they will automatically be put in the BOD library in January. I think it's January 2nd of next year. However, if you have a nutrition subscription, meaning you have Shakeology or anything that's from the nutrition line, like Performance Stack or Performance Line product, on Home Direct, you have access to those A Little More Obsessed workouts today. So I know some of you have tried those today. You know, like Mallory's going to finish up phase 2 of 80-Day Obsession and then do A Little More Obsessed before going into Shift Shop. So be sure you check those out. It's 6 exclusive workouts that have been launched there, and that's FAQ 3682. For those of you that have Canadian customers, Pumpkin Spice Shakeology has officially launched there today. Actually, I'm lying. In 3 days. That's FAQ 1031. Same kind of thing as when it launched here in the US, available while supplies last only, and only as a one-time purchase, not on a monthly subscription. And then the one that I'm not sure all of you know about is that they are coming out with a new flavor of Energize, and I'm super pumped. I've been waiting on this for like ever. I've never understood why they don't have a fruit punch flavor, because I feel like that's a super common flavor for a pre-workout. But they are launching not only fruit punch Energize, but also stick packs. So you know how we have like the little travel packets that aren't super convenient to pour from? They're going to be launching Energize lemon stick packs and Energize fruit punch stick packs in 40 serving tubs. So that's FAQ 4298 and FAQ 3479. This December, Energize will be available as a single serving stick pack, and then Fruit Punch Energize will be coming in February of 2019. Both of the flavors will be available in the 40 serving tub or the 32 serving stick packs, either as a one-time order or as a monthly subscription. So super cool stuff there. Yeah, I'm super pumped about that Energize. Okay, so I wanted to start the call by talking a little bit about leading from the front. I feel like maybe it's because so the big annual leadership event just happened. If you're not familiar with what leadership is, you can just go to the FAQs and type in leadership conference, and you can see how you can qualify to go to that event next fall. You actually qualify the year before, so you would qualify this year in 2018 to go to Leadership 2019. But Scotty Hobbs, who is in our upline, actually did some live videos from the leadership event in the Team Dynasty Facebook page. And so, or maybe it was in his PS Coaches page, I don't remember, but either way, I was hearing a lot of this content there. And then our national wake up call this morning, that was all about storytelling, just really focused on that storytelling, telling your story, learning how to kind of figure out your story and what that story is, and getting that on paper and figuring out how to talk to your audience and share your story in a way that allows you to attract the right people to your team. And a couple kind of times it was breadcrumbed throughout some of those trainings and some of that content about like just showing up in general. Maybe you don't know what your story is, or maybe you do, but you don't feel like it's an important story, which I know is how I felt like the entire first 18 months of my business. I didn't have like this, like what I thought was like a huge kind of monumental or pivotal kind of story that I felt like would really stop people in their tracks and want to connect with me. But the more that I kind of did personal development, honestly, and focused on my own journey and figured out that I did have a story to tell and how to tell that story, it's something that's still an ongoing process for me. But it kind of just catapulted me into thinking about leading from the front, and how, you know, everybody on our team, regardless of what your goals are, hopefully you have started to build a team of your own at this point. And if you have long-term goals within this business, that should be like somewhere on your radar as far as something that you need to be doing outside of just hitting Success Club and running challenge groups every month, is building your own team. And the way that you are going to attract those like-minded coaches and your tribe of people, like what we've done here, to your team, is by sharing that story in a way that is authentic and true to yourself. And then once, you know, you've attracted that tribe, and, you know, maybe you've signed a couple coaches who have said they want to work the business, but maybe their actions aren't really following through, or maybe they just want to be discount coaches at this point, but you know that they're watching what you're doing, and maybe they're sitting in our team page and kind of watching from the sidelines. It kind of made me start thinking about how to lead from the front, to not only encourage those discount coaches or those challengers that we know are watching us that maybe have said they're not ready to coach yet, but also those coaches on our team who we know want this business but maybe haven't quite figured it out yet, how to really lead from the front and to get them really engaged and plugged in so that they can start sharing their story as well. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I don't really have a lot of content on it. I don't have any notes or anything. I just kind of wanted to talk about it from like a more generalized, broader perspective of just showing up and doing those things that you want those new coaches or those challengers or those prospective customers and coaches that you know are watching you to do with you. So showing up and doing your workout every day and sharing that, and doing your personal development, and checking into, you know, if you're in one of our Elite Badge leadership group, or checking into the team page, or listening to the national wake up call. Are you showing up to team calls? Are you following our workout programs from start to finish? Are you drinking Shakeology? Are you utilizing our performance line? And are you sharing those things? Are you sharing your story in a way that you know will connect to other people? And really just kind of following through with those things and those daily, you know, not just business activities, but just daily behaviors on a consistent and regular basis. Are you showing up and doing those things for yourself so that other people, whether it's telling your story or just, you know, a coach on your team seeing you do the 4 vital behaviors, are you doing those things in a way that is going to encourage and motivate either those already challengers and coaches or those prospective challengers and coaches to want to do this business with you? And so that's just something that I wanted us to kind of think about. And things as simple as like what I mentioned just a second ago, showing up to team call and listening to the national wake up call, and asking questions in the team page, and doing, you know, the vital behaviors, and just those very basic things that we know are proven over and over again to move your business forward, no matter how extreme or not extreme you do those things. So just kind of a seed that I wanted to plant, and maybe some reflection, you know, that we can each do on our own to really just kind of answer that question and to determine if we are leading from the front. Are we doing the things that we want our team or future team to do? Are we doing those things on a daily basis? I know I've shared this a couple times before, but whenever I decided to go all in with coaching, I had our Dream Dynasty Coaches Facebook page with like 3 people in there, and one was my mom and one was Brett. And I would post in that page every day like I was talking to a team of 100, like what we have in there now. And I would host team calls every Monday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and nobody would show up but me, and I would record that call and I would upload it to YouTube, and I would post the recording in that Facebook page even though nobody saw it but me. But it kind of just forced me to create those habits of showing up even when nobody else does, and of doing the things that I know is going to help me long term. And I remember Brett would ask me after I would get done with the team call, he was, how did it go? And I'm like, well, nobody showed up, but it's fine. And he's like, but you showed up. And that's what I was thinking about whenever, we're talking about all this storytelling and these daily business activities. Show up for yourself no matter what. No matter if you have 0 coaches signed under you, or maybe you have 6 coaches signed under you, signed up under you, and none of them are actively working the business. Still show up for you, because your journey in your business will be better for it no matter what. And everybody's, coaching journey looks different. Some coaches can, like Emily Favre, can go 15-star in like 6 months, and some it just takes a little bit longer, and that is fine. It's when we start playing the comparison game and start comparing our journeys, our physical journey, our health and fitness journey, and our coaching journey to others. Just show up for yourself and for your business and your challengers and the coaches that you do have now, and you will see that pay off long term. Okay, so now what I want to talk about is Shift Shop, Proving Ground. So hopefully you know that, let me share my screen with you guys. I'm going to get the FAQ pulled up. First of all, for those of you that are new to coaching and you're like, what the heck is Shift Shop? What are they talking about these launches for? I want to encourage you, something else that you should be doing on a daily basis is logging into your back office. And if you log into your back office on a daily basis, you will consistently find that there is Coach Breaking News that updates you with all of these, really awesome and exciting things that are kind of happening and coming up. There's an FAQ that is associated with everything in Beachbody. And those FAQs will have embedded links in them and all the information that you need to know, or most of the information that you would need to know about that specific program launch, product launch, event, anything like that. So don't forget about that for sure. But let me share my screen. Okay, hopefully you can see it. So I'm not going to go through the entire FAQ, but the basis of it is that Shift Shop is a program that launched, I'm not even sure when, I think it was 2016, because that was the first time that I did it. And it was a program that was hosted by Chris Downing, this gentleman right here, amazing, amazing celebrity trainer. However, since the launch of Shift Shop, corporate has kind of reconfigured how they approach launches as far as challenge packs and accessory bundles and coach test groups and everything is concerned. They kind of reconfigured the entire process of what a launch looks like. And they kind of felt like when the Shift Shop launched in 2016, it was kind of, pre all of these reconfiguring of challenge packs and launch tactics. So they decided that they wanted to relaunch the Shift Shop in a way that would kind of give it the credit that it deserved, because all of these other launches have been so successful. So instead of creating an entire new program, what they've done is they've taken the original Shift Shop program, which is a 21-day, 3-week program, and how the workouts are kind of structured is the first week is 25-minute workouts, second week is 35, third week is 45, so it's like a ramp up kind of style that focuses on speed and agility. And so you use these little markers that you put on the ground to kind of work yourself in and out of. And so what they've done to kind of relaunch the program in a way that they've seen to be really beneficial with these previous launches is they've created what they're calling the Shift Shop Proving Grounds. So it's the same set of workouts that is in the original Shift Shop program. However, they have added 2 kind of like breakthrough, what are they calling them? 2 new workouts that score your performance against the clock. So how I think it works is there's 2 types of workouts. There's speed and strength workouts. And then at the end of every week, there's these performance workouts where you're going to kind of test your progress and your strength and your performance against a clock. So that is kind of the difference in the Shift Shift Shop Proving Grounds and the original Shift Shop program if you've ever done the Shift Shop program before. Of course, there's a modifier, so on and so forth. All of the important Shift Shop information that you need that I'm not going to spend a lot of time on tonight because it's right here in the FAQ is all right here. So those challenge packs and accessory bundles went on sale last Monday, October 1st. Through the end of the month, they are going to be $20 off. So as you're marketing and promoting the Shift Shop, I want you to promote that aspect of it, right? So if this is something that you want to, become a part of, take part of, I can save you $20 as long as you order before October 31st. So a really awesome kind of promotional marketing piece there. If you click on this link right here, it will take you to a PDF file that shows all the challenge packs, all the completion packs, all the accessory bundles, and what those specifically look like. So be sure you're looking at that. Here, when do they launch? They officially launch on October 22nd, but you have access to the challenge packs on the 1st, so on and so forth. You guys can read through all of this. There's promo pricing here, regular pricing here. This is all information that you can use to promote the program or to talk to potential customers and challengers about the program. Not what I'm going to spend my time on today. What I wanted to spend my time on tonight is how I'm specifically utilizing this launch to grow my business. So what I am going to do is kind of what I did for 80-Day Obsession and Lift 4. I'm going to do a sneak peek group on Facebook. Now, this is not something that you have to do, okay? Not something you have to do. This is just what I have found to be a really effective way to give a lot of my old customers and challengers and potential customers and challengers all of the information they need about this program at one time in one place, so I can track it, so I can give them all the information they need to know to make the decision that's best for them. I've typically hosted these sneak peeks over the course of like 2 or 3 days, which is what I was originally going to do this time. But then I kind of was thinking back about what has worked and what's not worked. And I just feel like for me personally and my clientele base, people kind of fall off after like day 1 of kind of checking in and getting all of this info, even though the most important info that they need is typically on day 3, which is when I talk about challenge packs. So I'm going to try it out this time, a 1-day sneak peek this Friday, October 12th. And so I've just put a little description here about what the Shift Shop is, how on October 22nd they can get access to the program, and how this group will be hosted on Friday, October 12th, and I will give them all of the information they need to determine if it's right for them. Now, I just started posting about this today in my Instagram stories. If you check out my stories, you can see that, but there's lots of ways that you can get creative about sharing something like this. I put it in the link to my bio. So with this exact link, so all they have to do is click the link in my bio. It'll bring them right here and they can request to join. Or they, of course, can fill out a poll on my Instagram stories or send me a message and I can get them added. But I just love doing sneak peeks here on Facebook because it's just a really easy way to give everybody all of the information at one time and then to be able to track all the members of this group to follow up with them about getting their challenge packs purchased. Now, if you're like, wow, that's a great idea, but I've never done this before and that sounds really overwhelming and I don't know what to tell them, well, good news for you. I have kind of created this little outline of exactly the content I'm going to be putting in my group. So whenever I post the recording of this team call, I will share this Google Drive there as well, and it has everything that I'm going to be sharing in my group in here. It will be attached to that Google Drive. So you can totally like customize it to fit your style and your everything, so that it is you talking to your either old challengers and customers or new ones. I attached the little graphic that I made. I just made this on Canva. If you go to canva.com, they have a Facebook group photo, like cover photo template thing. I just pulled in a couple little things and added some text and threw a date on there, and I am fortunate enough to have a picture with Chris because I met him first at a Super Sunday in Dallas earlier this year, and then I think it was first quarter, and then this picture was actually taken at a Success Club trip in April. So I threw that picture on there. If you don't have a picture of Chris, just put a picture of Chris up there or a picture of you working out or something. People don't really care what the picture is. And then I also, so that you can just copy and paste it and change the date if you need to, if you're doing your sneak peek on another day, you'll be able to copy and paste that description that I put for the group there. And then on Sunday, what am I doing Sunday? This is supposed to say Thursday. I'm going to change this so I don't forget because my sneak peek is on Friday. So the day before the sneak peek post, this is the promo video for the Shift Shop Proving Ground. So I'll just throw that up in the group on Thursday so that they can kind of, start getting amped up for the content. And then my first post on Friday morning. So like I said, I'm just doing a one-day sneak peek. So on Friday, I'll go live in the morning. I'll introduce myself. I'll explain what the group looks like, what they can expect, and I will explain, more information about the posts I'll be making later on in the day. My second post around lunchtime will be results from previous Shift Shop test group. You can find these anywhere online, or if you've done the Shift Shop before, share those results. And then my last video will be my longest video, and this is where I will talk specifically about the accountability group, how they can get access to the coach test group, their options with the challenge packs and the completion packs and the accessory bundles. I've also shared a Google Drive here that has all of those bundles listed out. And so I'll really just kind of be wrapping everything up now that they know about the program. They've seen what kind of results they can get. I will kind of just be putting it all together in, I want you to join me, this is how you can join me, and this is your options and what you can get. So definitely something that you could spread out over the course of 2 or 3 days if you wanted to separate that content or add more content. But this is what I'm going to be doing. I'll be doing this on Friday. And then over the course of that next week, I will be following up with everybody. So this would be next week. I'll follow up with everybody in the group, make sure that they've seen the content, let me stop sharing. Make sure that they've seen the content, answer any questions that they may have, and just kind of go from there and getting them set up. I had originally decided, since the workouts and the official coach test group starts on October 22nd, I had decided to start my prep week next Monday, October 15th, and do a prep week that week, and then start the workouts with them on October 22nd. However, I've pushed everything back just to give myself that entire week to follow up with everybody and get everybody set up. So I will start prep for my Shift Shop Proving Ground group on October 22nd, and then that following week we will officially start our workouts. But I know that this is like a ton of information, and if you've never done something like this before, you're probably super overwhelmed. But one thing that I want to reiterate is that you can customize launches and challenge groups and everything to fit you. So if the idea of doing a Facebook sneak peek group with all of this content is not appealing to you, you totally don't have to do it. Just post about it on your feed, share about it on your stories, and just reach out to people one-on-one and give them, the information that you want to give them that way. Like I said, this is just a way that I have found to be really kind of cohesive and giving everybody the information at one time. So same thing with running your challenge groups. I was going to share my screen again really quick. I have already set up my Shift Shop Proving Ground group right here in the My Challenge Tracker app, so that as soon as somebody purchases their challenge pack, I can go on ahead and get them added here in the group. So just to kind of cover your bases there. And then of course, whoever purchases a challenge pack, they'll get added to the group, and I'll send them a little welcome email with some prep information and stuff like that too. But always remember that you can customize any of these processes to fit your style, where you're at in your business. If you just want to get 3 people to do the Shift Shop Proving Ground with you, or 3 people, or if you just want to get 1 person to buy a Shift Shop challenge pack so that you can get in that coach test group, then you don't need to do a big sneak peek group. It just depends on what you and your goals are. You could totally also post on our team page and maybe pair up with somebody to run, a sneak peek group, so on and so forth. So that is kind of what I'm doing. Let's see, we have a couple questions. Are the people participating in the 90 Great? Okay, so Nicole, this is also something that I'm sure everybody's doing separately. Like Mallory can back me up on this, but I think Mallory will be adding all of her Shift Shop people to her 90-day group, whereas I think that that's what Mallory's doing. Whereas I have my next 90 group, and then I'll have my Shift Shop group, and then whenever my Shift Shoppers are done with the Shift Shop, I'm just going to add them to my next 90 group so that they can continue on their journey doing whatever program they want. But you can totally, like if you're doing a next 90 group and you don't want the hassle of doing, 2 separate groups, totally roll them all in together. It's absolutely your preference, however you want that to work for you. I just have found that with the launch of a program and with making a program such a big deal, I like to specifically cater like my prep week and stuff to that program specifically. And because there's these really awesome challenge group guys that tell us exactly what to post every single day, as long as everybody's doing the same program. I love taking advantage of those. So, so that's how I'm doing it, but I'm pretty sure Mallory's doing all of hers together. Both like ways would work 100%. It just depends on your preference.
Yeah, so for mine, I was actually, once that started, I am going to run everything together and then just make one post a day and just say like, for my Shift Shop ladies, here's your post, and just make it at like 10 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, so either way would work great. It just, like I said, it just depends on, you know, what you think would work best for you and what you feel more comfortable with. Does anybody, I know that was like a super lot of information. Some of you are probably like, what the heck are you talking about? But I want to encourage you, regardless of whether you do a sneak peek group or not, to use this launch to your advantage. Start a multi-program challenge group on October 22nd. Like if you don't have a challenge group going right now and you don't have a date set for your next one, set a start date of October 22nd. Pair up with some coaches in our team and get people connected to this new program. The cool thing about the challenge packs is if it's a brand new customer, they can purchase the Shift Shop challenge pack. They'll have access to all the Shift Shop stuff and they'll get their little markers and things with their bundle, but they also have the entire year's worth of access to all of our programs. So it's not like they're just paying for the Shift Shop. So they still, you know, they'll be able to continue on afterwards in your groups as well. As a coach is, okay, so Tara's asking, as a coach, is participating in the Shift Shop recommended? So I'm going to be a total hypocrite here and say, yes, it's recommended, because we are, if you're promoting the program, it's recommended that you do the program with your challengers when it's a big launch like this. There's no way in heck I can do the Shift Shop right now. I even tried to do like the modified sample workout. It wasn't happening. Like I'm just way too pregnant and out of breath for it. So I won't be going through the Shift Shop program. I may try to like dabble in a workout here and there for my Shift Shop group specifically. But if you are trying to relaunch or launch your business, I highly recommend promoting the Shift Shop program, getting into the coach test group, and doing the program with your challengers. I totally recommend that. I wanted to run, okay, Ken is saying October 22nd, I wanted to run a 2B Mindset group through January 1st. If anyone is interested in being a part of that, that's awesome. Even if you have like old customers who have done 2B Mindset, maybe you need to reconnect with them. Anybody on our team, Kenna is starting a group on the 22nd, running through the first of the year for 2B Mindset specifically. So be sure to reach out to her in our team page or privately. What else? There was something else be sure to utilize whenever you're promoting, either on your page or in your stories, be sure that you're utilizing that $20 discount off as like a marketing promoting tool. Be sure that you're utilizing, they can get in the coach test group with you. All they have to do is sign up as a preferred customer with a discount coach account, and well, they would have to sell a challenge pack. We can work with them on that though, but there is a way for them to get into that test group with you. So be sure that you're promoting that.
Wait, do you either have to buy or sell?
Buy one. Yeah, pregnancy brain.
If they're buying it, then they would get in and we would get in.
That's right. All you have to do is buy or sell one. So if you buy a completion pack, you're in. If you sell a Shift Shop challenge pack, you and that person can get in as long as they sign up with a coach account. So promote the exclusive test group, the $20 off. There's some promotional videos in your back office that you can use in your stories. There was one other thing that I wanted to be sure. Oh, the sample workout. There's a sample workout on BOD if they want to try it for free. That is something that I'm adding right now to this outline, because that is something that I will post in that sneak peek group early on in the day, is that they can try that workout for free, whether it's over the course of the weekend or whatever. I had a lot of success with people trying the free Lift 4 workout and then wanting it on Lift 4 simply for the fact that they got to try the workout for free. How can they access it? Let me see. I haven't tried to access it yet. If it's like Lift 4, you just click on the Shift Shop program, and then it was the header, but I don't know. Yeah, so It's just like with Lift 4, for those of you that went through the Lift 4 launch. If you just click on the Shift Shop program from the main page, it should be under the featured workouts. Then the header right here, try workout. They can click it right here. They do not have to have a BOD account. They don't have to have a Team Beachbody account. They can literally just go to beachbodyondemand.com, click on Shift Shop, and then click on the header right here, and they can access it. All really great things for you to promote with the group. $20 off, coach test group, free workout. Even if you don't do a sneak peek group. Does anybody have any more questions? Awesome, cool. Okay, well, it is 8:30 and I'm out of breath again, so I think we're good. I'll post this recording in that Google Drive document with my outline for my sneak peek group in our team page, either tonight or first thing in the morning. And then whatever questions you guys have about running a sneak peek on your own or wanting to couple up with somebody, or if you have a great idea about how to do it differently, share that with the team as well, because we can all use really new, awesome, fresh ideas. Other than that, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your Monday evening, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.